Hey everyone, it's Rose, not Cher, and today I'm finally bringing you guys my clean eating video where I talk to you about the clean eating program that I did, and it kind of jump-started me on like my healthy eating. And I'm going to be showing you a tiny grocery haul in this video along with my breakfast, lunch, and dinner from today, which is Sunday. Don't mind this, the redness on my cheeks. I was just playing a VR game and that's where the headset hit me. So let's jump into the video. Alright, so what kind of started me on this whole clean eating journey was a program called Arbonne, and yes, everybody come for me. It was an MLM program, just like Optavia. The reason that I decided to do it was that one of my really good friends was a consultant for Arbonne, and I wanted to support her, so I decided to do it. When I moved down to Florida, I really quickly, for whatever reason, put on like 15 pounds from when I left Pennsylvania. Actually, it's probably less than that, probably 10 pounds. And I was looking for something to motivate me to start making healthier choices with my food. As much as an MLM is probably not a good idea because they're, all they're doing really is trying to sell you something. It motivated me to actually stick to the program because I spent, hundreds of dollars on this program, so I better do it so that I lose weight. The nice thing about it was that it kind of showed me what a healthy meal looked like. It showed me what a healthy plate looks like. It was things that I had never really sat down and thought about, and that no one had ever really sat down and taught me. So it really was a good thing for me. I don't buy this stuff anymore, but it really did help me start eating healthier and choosing healthier options. And at this point, I'm down 15 pounds from when I moved to Florida, and I'm smaller now than I was when I left Pennsylvania. And when I left Pennsylvania, I was in pretty good shape. So, and I would say it's mostly thanks to this clean eating program. All right, so a lot of people are gonna ask, what is clean eating? And basically what I've taken away from it is it's a form of eating where you're not eating anything that's been added to the food that you're consuming. Like no added sugar, no added hormones or things like that in your meat, no dairy, no gluten. It's all, basically what you're trying to do is avoid anything that's gonna cause irritation or inflammation in like your colon and your intestines, that's gonna cause bloating and things like that. The Arbonne program, before I get into this, was if you were doing it for weight loss, which is what I did, they send you like a protein powder and like a bunch of different mix-ins. It's basically a bunch of powders. So you would do 2 shakes a day and then a clean meal for dinner. If you were doing it just to like flush out your system, it was like a cleanse. You would do a shake for breakfast and then 2 clean meals. At this point, I've just taken on the clean eating for the most part. Like I definitely have my days where I don't do it, but, and I've kind of turned the clean eating into things that work for me, because a lot of the times you're eating the same thing over and over and over again. So I've kind of incorporated other things into my diet along with the clean foods to, keep it interesting and to, not get bored with my food. The other thing that I really took away from this Arbonne program was that you're eating to fuel your body and you're not eating to like treat yourself, which is something like I had to rework my relationship with food basically, because I ate food because I enjoyed eating food, which, isn't the best if you're trying to lose weight. So the way that I had to look at it was I'm eating to fuel my body to do what it needs to do throughout the day. And the craziest thing for me was that when I really wasn't in that great of a shape when I moved down here, because I hadn't gone to the gym in a while because I needed to find a gym down here, the days that I finally started going back to the gym where I ate clean and I ate the right things, I had more energy at the gym than at the days where I would like eat out for like lunch and dinner. So it really does fuel your body and give you more energy if you do it correctly. I'm gonna do my best to add these pictures that I have into my video. I'm now editing from a MacBook, which I've never really done before, so bear with me. But so the clean eating avoid list, the things that you had to eliminate from your diet for this cleanse, which lasted 30 days, by the way: dairy, with the exceptions of grass-fed butter and grass-fed ghee, whatever that is, gluten, soy, peanuts and peanut butter, sugar, honey, maple syrup, artificial sweeteners, coffee, alcohol, all fruit except limes, lemons, green apples, berries, and pomegranate, pork, farm-raised fish, non-cage-free eggs, non-free-range chicken, all beef other than grass-fed, white potatoes, corn, nitrates, MSG, vinegar, except for raw apple cider vinegar. So the things that you could include in your diet were almond, coconut, and flax milk. So I really try to stick to almond milk now if I'm consuming any kind of milk. Brown rice, raw almonds, almond butter, coconut sugar, stevia or xylitol, green and herb teas, non-starchy vegetables, organic green apples and berries, cage-free eggs, wild-caught cold water fish, which you should limit to 1 time a week, free-range chicken and turkey, grass-fed beef, which is another thing you should limit to 1 time a week, sweet potatoes, yams, turnips, legumes, avocado, extra virgin olive oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, flaxseed oil, and MCT oil. So the things that I really try to focus on now when I'm buying like my meats and stuff is to make sure that it's like free range or cage free, just so there's like no added hormones or things like that in the meat that I buy. Which when I do my grocery haul, I forget to add that in, that it is the, you know, like the free range chicken that I bought. But that is what I bought. All right, so then the other thing that I wanted to talk about was how my plate would be set up for each meal, or what I aim to have for each meal, which is half a plate of veggies, a fourth a plate of lean protein, an eighth of a plate of good carbs, and the good carbs were considered brown rice, quinoa, beets, sweet potatoes, carrots, or millet, never even heard of that. But what I typically would stick to when I was doing the diet was sweet potatoes and brown rice. And then an eighth of a plate of good fat, which would be seeds, nuts, nut butter, olive oil, avocado, flax seeds, things like that. So for like when I would add stuff to the shakes, I would always add flaxseed, and then when I cook my veggies with my meal, I do olive oil, but I'd also eat half of an avocado with most of my meals when I was doing this program specifically. And I lost weight and I lost inches off of like my hips, my stomach. So it did work, and it's continued to work. I've maintained my weight and, you know, continued to lose a couple extra pounds here and there depending on if I'm good or not during the week. But typically I've had to change the diet a little bit. I do hummus, which I say in my grocery haul that hummus is included in the clean eating. The hummus that I used when I did the program was an organic hummus, so it didn't have some of the added stuff that I'm not supposed to have in the program. Now I can't find the hummus anymore, so I just eat regular hummus. But in my eyes, dipping my chicken in hummus is better than dipping my chicken in ranch or honey mustard, so I guess I'll take that. But typically I've cut down my good carb intake to 1 meal, because if I do it for both, I've found that I don't really lose any weight. I maintain, for whatever reason. Carbs and I do not get along, even though it's like my favorite thing to eat. So yeah, I guess bottom line for clean eating is, you know, you're trying to avoid the things that have additives to it that are gonna irritate your stomach, irritate your system, cause inflammation in your body. There are other programs out there that are like for clean eating. Like I bought a book from the guy that was on Celebrity, it was like some celebrity weight loss, Celebrity Boot Camp maybe. There was a doctor or a nutritionist on there, and he came out with a book called like the Clean 20. And I bought that book, and he adds other things in it like tuna fish and things like that. So there are definitely different options, and you know, bottom line, a good diet is a diet that works for you and a diet that you can stick to. And for me, this diet works for me because, you know, I did it for 30 days, so it kind of became a habit to begin with. But then the other thing is like filling your plate half full of veggies really does fill you up and keep you full. Brown rice fills you up and keeps you full. So I go most days without being hungry a lot of the times. Like I don't snack in between meals because it keeps me full for that long. Oh, another thing I should add about the Arbonne program is that you had to stop eating after 7, so there was kind of some intermittent fasting in there too. You would stop eating at 7 and then you'd drink your shake at 8 in the morning. But again, it worked for me because I needed that like strict, like just eat here, eat now, eat this, like eat at noon and eat this, eat at 5 and eat this. And this is what your plate should look like. Like I really needed that because I needed the discipline, and it helped me that I spent the money because I needed the motivation to stick to something. So I'm not buying it anymore. I did it to support a friend, but it helped me, and I'm thankful that it's kind of gotten me to where I'm at now. You know, I'm wearing a smaller shirt size than I was when I left Pennsylvania. I'm wearing, for the most part, a smaller pant size than I was when I left Pennsylvania. So it worked. I'm sure that I didn't answer every single question that you guys are gonna have, so please feel free to ask me questions down below. Now we'll get into the grocery haul and what I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, I just wanted to show a quick kind of like grocery haul of the things I would typically buy when I'm doing clean eating. This of course isn't everything that I would use to like make all of my meals, but this is like a quick, easy, like if I'm prepping like lunches and stuff, this is like the kind of stuff I would buy. So let me go ahead and show you that. So we have some avocados here for like a healthy fat, and then chicken breast. These are the tenderloins because I just think they're easier to cook. I usually just cook them on my George Foreman, which is right there. And then I also have some salmon. They usually recommend like a fish that's low in like mercury, so the salmon is usually what I go for because I like salmon, and you know, I like salmon without any even like seasonings or anything on it, so it's just the easiest for me. Then I have some baby spinach, some asparagus, and green beans. And then I also get these like hummus singles from Aldi's, so I can dip my chicken in them because I like to have some flavor on my chicken, and you're allowed to eat hummus on this program. This of course I won't use all of this stuff for the 3 meals that I'm going to show you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but these are just some ideas for you guys. I usually cook my veggies, my asparagus and my green beans the same way. I bake them or roast them, I guess, in olive oil, and then some salt and pepper and garlic powder, which I'll show you. Another thing on the program, you're not supposed to have caffeine, but I can't live without coffee, so now that I'm not like diligently on it, like following it, you know, so like precisely, I'll make my coffee, but I'll get like an almond milk creamer because I try to avoid dairy as much as I can on the program, so I get almond milk creamer, which isn't bad. I also have almond milk in my fridge. There's some other things in my fridge, like almond milk. You can get at Aldi's too. I get the vanilla kind just because I don't like the plain, but that's something that you can have, as well as cage-free brown eggs. As long as it's cage-free and like no, you know, added like antibiotics or hormones, it's good to go. I've already eaten 4 of these, but yeah. So those are some examples of things that I buy when I'm eating clean. Hey everyone, it's Sunday morning here, so I wanted to start the day off by showing you guys what I'm gonna be eating for breakfast. So my breakfast today is just gonna be 2 hard-boiled eggs, and these are the cage-free eggs. So this is my really exciting breakfast for this morning. All right guys, time for lunch. So this is what I've made myself. This is just 2 chicken breast tenderloins, a little scoop of hummus, and some roasted green beans. And again, the way I make these is I put them in a pan, like a baking sheet, toss them in some olive oil, then I put some salt and pepper on, and then some garlic powder, and then I roast them. What I did this time was 400 degrees for 22 minutes. They probably could have gone in a little bit longer to make them a little more crispy, which is what I prefer, but I'm hungry, so I'm ready to eat this now. And then this is what I made my boyfriend. Same thing, he got one extra chicken tender because I got an uneven number in the package, so there you go. And then he got some rice also on the side. On the program that I have done in the past, you're allowed a good carb with your meal. What I found as I've kind of turned the diet into my own thing that works for me is that if I have a carb at both meals, I don't really lose any weight. I kind of chill at the same. So I usually save my carb for the dinner time, but if I wanted to have a carb with this, I could do like a sweet potato or brown rice. Those are probably the two favorites of my available good carbs that I'm allowed on the program, but for now, this is what I'm going with for lunch. All right, last meal of the day. I've got the rest of the green beans from lunch, some brown rice, and salmon. Salmon is my favorite, so I'm excited about this one. All right, guys, so there was my what I eat in a day when I'm clean eating. Again, nobody's perfect. I'm definitely far from perfect. I don't do it every single day, but it really has helped me to make, healthier choices, even like when I go out to eat and things like that. So I just want to thank you all for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more from me, please subscribe and hit the notification bell down below. I always leave my Twitter and Instagram linked in the description, so you can follow me on there if you would like. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.